Hey Aries, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth. I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot reader, and this is your healing intuitive reading for the time between the 29th of August and the 12th of September. We're going to draw some cards looking at each of the weeks, but you're going to get all the energies anyway. You're going to get all the experiences anyway, and we're also going to look at some key energies and outcomes for this time period. Okay, my darlings. Now, thank you so much for supporters and followers of Key Wisdom Tarot. If you've been with me for the last year or so, I really appreciate it. And welcome to all new viewers and new subscribers, etc. It's so nice to have you here. Key Wisdom really is mindfulness, meditation, Reiki and Tarot. And the aim of what I do and all the videos that I create and all the content that I create is about helping you to heal, helping you to engage with your soul self and your ego self, and really growth, expansion, healing, understanding. That's really the aim for me. So I really hope you get something from this, my darlings. Okay, so I've already meditated and shuffled on with the deck. I'll do a little bit more shuffling on camera, and then we'll get started on your reading. Okay, my darling. So, card at the base of the reading is the Nine of Cups. The card at the base of the reading is the overall perspective that you need to see this reading through, or this time period through. And I chuckled when I saw this, because this is a card that flew out of the deck when I was shuffling before that I turned the camera on. So that's nice to see it. So, Nine of Cups, we call this a wish fulfillment card, for want of a better, for shorthand, that's what we call it. But really, what it's about really is remember, linked to the Hermit energy, which is number 9, Virgo season, and that's all about what is within. So understanding what is within, in this instance emotionally, our desires, the things that we want, the things that we need, things that will make us feel joyful and happy. This is you understanding that. Okay, so let's see why and how that comes about over the next couple of weeks. Now we've got these two key energies. We'll look at this one last as an outcome, and we'll look at the this one first. And we've got the Five of Swords. So this is a change. Number 5 is about change. Swords is about our thoughts, mind, clarity, consciousness and communication. So this is saying there's going to be a change in your thoughts, your ideas, your perspective. There's a change gonna come. So in what way? That is maybe what you thought you wanted, you don't. Maybe you realize that you want something else. Maybe you realize that there's something else that you desire that would give you fulfillment. So the change comes from within, which I love. So you can't stop it, and you can't deny it, because eventually the change will be manifested in your life, in the things that you do, in the things that you say, in the conversations that you have, even with yourself. There'll be that's what's beautiful about change. It's not something that is ego led. This type of change anyway, it comes from within. So when it comes to your thoughts, minds, ideas and your wish fulfillment, what the thing you do want, there is a change there. Maybe some of you want to change a situation that you're in favor of something that would be more suitable to you. I don't know. We'll have a look now as we look at these cards, these energies. We've got the Hierophant, again, change, number 5. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. We've got the World card. Wow. And we've got the Ace of Cups. So, it's funny because I've had all these cards, well, not that one or that one actually, but I've had these cards in different readings and different, you know, and what it is, what I feel is it's the same message for everybody. We're getting, what's starting to manifest now is, for us all, is new experiences. And it's new experiences and new feelings, new thoughts, new ideas, new perspectives. Those new karmic stuff that are manifesting in your life, in our lives right now, or as a result of what has gone before it, what has come before it. So previously, so in the previous months of 2019, there's been grappling, there's been trying to understand, there's been trying to face up to whatever it is for you as an individual. Now comes the manifestation of those changes externally. The work that you've been doing, the acknowledgements that you've been making. Yours has been different though. For you, it's a huge amount to do with your standing in the world, what people see when they look at you. It's those type of, I don't want to say, it's those type of things that have been in your mind, in the forefront of that have been driving your actions this year. And it's not always like that for you, but this year it's been that way. There's the rules. We know the rules now with the Hierophant. We understand the laws of the land, the lay of the land, what people want, what people expect. What are you going to do? So you can live your rules or somebody else's. That's the energy of the Hierophant. And it's your choice. You can choose. I said on another video, you know, people... I've been watching a lot of Narcos. You know, I've been watching Narcos on Netflix, you know, about the drug cartels in Colombia. I love how they say that, Colombia. Anyway, I love... They're really good. I love that program. Anyway, I've been watching that, and I was saying to people, I've said on the other video, there's laws in this world. There's laws. So one is you shouldn't kill people. You're not allowed to kill people, okay? You'll go to prison if you kill someone, or you'll get punished or whatever. And yet people still choose to do it. People still choose to do it. Why? Why do people choose to kill or to not kill, for example, you know? Because there's an enduring part of your life, and that's you. There's your soul self which endures. So for me, for example, I am someone who I won't even kill a spider or a fly. I mean, I watch snooker. I don't know if you watch snooker. I love it, you know, with Ronnie O'Sullivan. I just love it. I love snooker. I love watching it. But the one thing that I cannot stand about snooker is when there's a fly or a bee or a wasp and it lands on the table, they kill it. And every time it gets me so mad that they do that. I would never do that. Ever. I would never kill a fly, a spider. I have in the past, and I choose not to now. Why am I telling you all this? Because that's something that changed within me. That's something that it's acceptable, socially acceptable to kill spiders, to kill flies, to be scared of them. It's socially acceptable. The rules of society. The rules of society say it's socially acceptable to kill a fly, an insect, a spider. It's socially acceptable to do that. It's socially acceptable to pick flowers. You can do it. But my enduring soul self and what I've learned about who I am is that is just not me. I just can't do it. And I used to do it. Like everyone, if I saw a fly, I'd try to whack it out the air. But it's getting a bit serious though now, because I can't even get out my gate because I've got a big bush, you know, and there's massive spiders, you know, that I love them. But they're making the webs across so every time I walk out my gate, I'm getting a face full of cobweb. Oh, but I still won't kill them, and I'll move the web. I literally, to destroy the web, I take the bit that's attached to the gate and I move it and destroy the work. But anyway, it'll be built when I go out again. Anyway, I digress. But the point is, there are rules that we can follow. We can choose to follow or we not. And you've done that work this year. And what that is giving you is, it brings a sense of harmony and a sense of reciprocity. So by harmony, what we mean is that you understand now. You understand who you are, or you're getting to that stage of understanding what drives you, what desire, whatever this is for you. You're getting to that stage where you're understanding what your wish fulfillment is, what your joy is. And it's that is a reward in itself. The truth of who you are, what you want, is gift, is a reward, is a blessing from the universe. So I'm 36 years old now, and it wasn't until April 2018, so at 35 years of age, that I received this. And believe me when I tell you that all my life, it's this idea of looking for meaning, what matters to me, what's important to me, what do I need, what do I love, what do I want. We look for meaning in things in life. We do. We all do. But you don't. Some people, I always think some people look, I think, for example, like, you know, if you've got a voice like, and a talent like Beyonce, you're going to be a singer. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're going to be able to be a singer. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you are I don't know, I've got a talent for maths, for example. You know, you're gonna be all right in life. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, some people are like lucky because they're born and they're beautiful. They're a model, or they've got a great singing voice, or they've got a great brain, or whatever. And they're lucky because they know what they've got, a path that they can follow. They've got a path that they can go on. But the rest of us, we just like muddle through. We sort of like, we go to school, we try to find out, we do the sport, and we sort of muddle through. And it took me 35 years to get to my wish fulfillment, but it's such a gift. You know, this is what I wanted to do all this time, trying to work it out, trying to understand. But that's the reciprocity, and there's like a shift that is happening in your awareness. And as I said, it's been important for you what people see of you, how people see you, how people perceive you. That's been important for you, but I think you realise that. That's hard to explain what I mean by that. It's like, it's kind of like you realise it's not really that important, but you realise how important it has been. Does that? I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. You realise now it's not important, but you realise how important it has been for you in the choices and the decisions that you make in your life. And actually that's where you realise that's what motivates you. That's why the gift is good to get. Because you realise that it doesn't matter what it is that motivates us, whether it's approvals, the approval of others, love of others, whatever it is. If you don't know that is what drives your actions, then you just do stuff, and universe has to give you karma so that you actually realise that the reason you're doing this is because you want people to love you, for example, or because you want people to look at you as a confident person, for example. But actually, it doesn't matter what people see. It doesn't matter what people see. It doesn't matter what they think. It matters what you think. It matters how you feel. You're getting that gift of knowledge. You're getting that gift of, this is who I am, and this is what I see, and this is what matters to me. This is what's important to me. Quite complicated to explain that, but that's what you're getting. That is your gift. That is your reciprocity. That is the new world that you now see yourself in. That is a new emotional beginning that you are being granted, Aries, this week. That's what you're getting. You're getting to know you. You're getting to understand not only how you have been behaving and why you behave that way, but what actually is fulfilling to you. That's the gift. That's the reciprocity. That's the new world. That's new for you. You've never been in that position before. And as I said, it took me 35 years, and I thought there were all these other things that I wanted to do and wanted to be. I thought, just like everybody else, you know, who doesn't have a voice like Beyonce, or who can't dance like, you know, I don't know, whoever, you know, those people, I always say, but I don't think it is lucky. You know, I say, oh, they're lucky. Lucky, you're doing it. I always think, you know, those people are lucky. But then, would it be better to know from birth, or to know from, I don't know, 5 years old, that you are going to do this job, or that you're going to do this thing for your life? I don't know, but maybe that's a curse, maybe that's a blessing. But I do always think that about those people who can sing or who can write, you know, like really well, or whatever, you know, if you've got that talent that actually do think, bloody hell, you know, of course you're going to be a bloody singer, because you can look at you open that mouth, you know, it's like Whitney Houston. It's like, bloody hell, you heard her singing, like she was always going to be a singer. Anyway, so we've got the 7 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, Justice, and the 7 of Cups with a clarifier. So you were cutting out the confusion. It seems the thing that is bothering you and that needs to change is you may have, for example, you may have wanted or thought you wanted or believed that you wanted something for such a long time. But now you know you feel differently. But it's hard to accept that. So you try to tell yourself, I don't feel differently. No, I do want this. This is what I wanted. So say, for example, it's like, I'm 36 years old, as I've said about 5 million times. I'm 36 years old, and I always say, since I broke up with my last boyfriend a few years ago, my last partner, I was like, I broke up with him when I was like 31, and then anyway, whatever. There's been anyway. And when I finished with him, when I left him, I was like, right, I'm going to give myself a year to just, you know, get it out my system. And then I want to meet somebody else. You know, I want to be in a relationship again. I want to get married. I want to have children. Sure enough, a year later, I met another guy. Really lovely guy, actually. And I met him, and he was gorgeous and all that stuff. And, you know, we were together, and I was doing my Reiki then. So I was training to be a Reiki master then. And in my mind, I'm telling myself, look, I was very, I won't even say that word. But anyway, so I was like, you know, I felt exhausted because I was still obviously teaching at that point. I was still a full-time English teacher, and I was doing my Reiki. So I was like, oh my God, like I'm exhausted. And he would like always want to see me like every night. And I'd be like, mate, like I just can't see you every night. Anyway, so then we started looking for a house, okay? So it's like, well, let's look for, you know, it's a year now, Ruth. You know, we've got to start looking for places. We want to start moving in together. We want to start saving for the wedding. And it was at that point, because I believed it, you know, Aries. I told myself, I want to get married. I want to have children. I need the man. I believed. And then it was here in front of me. This man wanted to marry me. This man, I mean, he would be so good. You know, he'd look after me and all the things that you want. He looked after me, made me breakfast in bed, all the nice stuff. And he was nice, and we could talk, and he asked me about my Reiki. And actually, he bought me this ring, which is a Reiki ring, Shokure ring. He bought me this for Christmas. It's not expensive, but it's just the most thoughtful gift ever. And that's why I still wear it. I don't usually wear jewellery from my exes, but I wear this because, you know, this is the Shokure energy symbol, Reiki, blah, blah, blah. And he bought it me for Christmas. I thought the best. Anyway, lovely. I had it all, what I wanted. He was everything that you needed, all the things that I wanted. But nah, man. As much as I tried to do the house searches and to do the thing, as much as I tried, because I had wanted this. I'm 32 or 33 by this point. It's time to get married, time to have kids, time. Nah, man. That was not my wishful. I hadn't had this. I didn't know what this was for me. I didn't know. How could I marry? How could I just be someone's wife? How could I just be a mother? How could I just be that? When I don't know who I am, when I don't know what I want, when I don't, and you're in that stage right now where you believed, you believed that that's what you wanted, whatever it is for you. You believed that that's what you should do. That's what you wanted, and it's here. And now you're doing that thing, man, where you're doing what I did, man, where you try to deny it. You try to deny it, man. You don't want that. It's not what you want. It's not what you want, Aries. It's not what you want. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to fake it. You're trying to fake it till you make it. You're trying to fake it in your mind. And that's what this card represents. You can't fake it. That's the beauty of the Cups energy. That's the beauty of our emotions. You feel how you feel. No matter how much you tell yourself in your head that you're fine and that it's all good and it's what you want, you can tell yourself that till you're blue in the face. You can tell him that. You can say, no, of course I love you. Let's look for houses. When are we going to plan the wedding? You can tell all that stuff out loud as much as you want. But you feel how you feel. And that's where you're at. This could be something to do with work. We've got Pentacles energy here. Pentacles energy, again, where we put our energy, effort in order to manifest security. But this is about you refining yourself, you revealing yourself to you. So spending that time, putting in that energy, that effort into focusing on, into being mindful of what you're experiencing now, into being mindful of the anxieties that you're facing, or the confusion that you're facing, okay? It's only by being mindful and engaging with that, that's the work that you'll do to be mindful. For example, this Eight of Pentacles, the energy that you'll put in, if you will. It's only by doing that that we can then achieve a balance again with the Justice. It's that which brings in the reciprocity. The reciprocity is, the gift is, once you've got rid of the lies, you're left with the truth. And it's the truth that is the most rewarding thing. So I lived in a relationship, oh my word, not him, he was the guy that brought me this one. He lovely guy, but yeah, nah man, they got real, man. I was like, not ready for that. But then I think about the other relationship, my 6 years I was with him, and I was trying to do that thing that everyone does, because that's what you're taught. You're meant to go to school, go to college, like go to university, like get a job, like, you're meant to do that. You're meant to then have a relationship, get married, have children. That's what you're meant to do, but that's not what I wanted. And it was hard, but I denied and denied and denied. It felt wrong, because I still, even early this year, I was like, why do I want a relationship? Ask me that question. Why do I want a relationship? And it's for none of the, and I didn't want a person in my life just so that I could have, I don't give a shit about that. Like, why is it so bad to be on your own? I want to be on my own, so I knew I had to be on my own so I could get this. It was a gift to me. But you don't want to admit that when you're 25, when you're 26, when you're 27, when you're 28, when you're 30, because people will think, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why do you not want to be? People, I don't know. So these are the rules of society, man, that we face them down, There's all these rules and we live by them. And do we agree with them? Yes or no? You are in that place now where you're forced to really cut through the bull, and you're forced to really look at it. That's what brings in the Justice. That's what brings in the balance. And even though I see there's confusion here with the Seven of Cups, that's all that card represents. What do I want? What do I feel? How do I feel about this? How do I feel about that? Which is the best option for me? That's what it's mystery. You're not sure. You don't know why. You don't know what you want. You don't know how you feel. Cups energy is about our feelings, isn't it? So that's all that is mystery. Mystery around what it is you want, what it is you feel. And because there's that mystery around it, you can't act as decisively as you would like to act, Aries, because you just don't know. But you've got to admit to yourself that you don't know. It's okay to say that. I don't know what I want. I don't know. And I was saying for years, I want to be married. I want to have children. I didn't want that. I'd lied to myself. And I spent 3 years lying to myself. And I wasted 3 years. If I just had missed that 3 years ago, then I would have been further on. Do you know what I'm saying? Listen, but universe. Clarified by this. I mean, it's like the change gonna come. Again, remember, change comes from inside out. So you're fighting yourself, you're fighting the energy. And it's like the wish fulfillment, the thing that the feeling of this is what is going to bring me joy. Maybe that used to be a tarot reader, or to be something that's unconventional, something that isn't conventional, like being single in your 30s. It's unconventional. People who would choose that, it's unconventional. It's freaking bullshit. I think people, I mean, listen, I'm happy for you people who were happily married and in relationships. So I'm happy for you. But it's not, it's it's so not normal for me to sort of, for me, I feel like it's a cop-out for me as an individual. I don't want to be distracted from myself. I don't want to be distracted from my experiences that I'm feeling. I want to engage with it. That's what I want to do. And that's alien to people. It's all about distracting yourself in this world. It's all about having a distraction. I mean, I use internet for my life. You know, I use the internet, Facebook, Instagram. And one day I'll take a picture of those. You get those screen time things. I'll take a picture of my screen. I'm never ever on it. I don't know what goes on Instagram. I don't know. I use Instagram to post my flipping stuff. And then I turn it off. I live my life. I engage. I meditate. I don't want to avoid my life. I don't want to avoid my experience. I'm here, and I feel like, and it's fine. I'm an individual, and that's me, and I do what I want to do. And no one else has to do what I do. You do what you want to do. But that's where it's come to now. And that's where you're come to now. That's hard to admit those things, that you're not conventional, or that your ideas seem unconventional to the rest of society. So what? Everyone... So what? If you're different, if what you want is different from what other people want. You're fighting against it. This is karmic, so don't worry about it. It's meant to be happening. It's necessary, what you're going through right now. But you don't need to fight it. Outcome, there you go. So this is you fighting it and spending that time, taking that time out, isolating yourself. You know, outcome-wise means that you're not going to be decisive. And I know you're not. And we feel that and we know that. You can see that. But you don't have to be decisive. You have to understand what you want. You have to understand what you desire, what it is you need. And you've got to stop fighting yourself. Now, in fact, you don't have to, it's natural. So what you're going through right now is meant to happen. You're meant to be fighting yourself. I'm just highlighting that that's what's going on for you. What's going on for you is you are fighting this awareness. You are fighting that. And that's normal. That's absolutely what is completely necessary for you right now. Because in that time, it strengthens you and it helps to change your perspective. And it's that brings about this new emotional beginning, okay? So accept it, acknowledge it. You're an individual, Aries. We're all individuals. We're all connected and we're all exactly the same, but we're all perfectly idiosyncratic and completely different from one another as well. So you can only live your life, so live your life. But my job here is to highlight that you're going through this, or you're going to be going through this. And it might feel intense. But so what? It feels, it feels intense. That's what it feels like. So feel it. Feel it. Feel it and know that this intensity that you're experiencing is because your perspective is shifting. Because your identity is shifting, because how you view yourself is shifting, because how you view society is shifting, because how you view conventionality is shifting. Allow yourself to feel that intensity, because it's allowing yourself to feel the intensity that moves to the transformation of the 13, which is the death card, which is the next card after this. Okay? All right, my darlings, I hope you like this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please leave me your comments. Let me know what you think, how it's going to go for you guys, how it goes for you guys. Feel free to share this video on with your friends, on your Instagram, on your WhatsApp, blah, blah, blah. And what else? Make sure you subscribe and click the bell for notifications of new uploads. I'm going to stop talking because I need to do the rest of the videos and I'm never going to get them finished before 8 p.m. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, my lovely Aries. Have a wonderful week, a couple of weeks. I'll see you in a week, or I'll see you next week with the astrology for September, and I'm going to do love readings for the month as well. All right, my darlings, take care. Bye.